On this week's show, we've got Kung Fu Pandas, drunken superheroes, and strange things in the mist. It could only be Movie Buff.
When you think martial arts, what springs to mind? Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee, Karate Kid? Or how about an overweight black and white bear?
How's that?
Okay, so he's going to need some practice. It's the idea behind Kung Fu Panda, the latest animation from DreamWorks, the people who gave us Shrek. And whoever coined the phrase all-star lineup, this is probably what they had in mind. Jack Black, he plays Cuddly Poe, Lucy Liu is Viper, Dustin Hoffman's Master Shifu, and Angelina Jolie stars as Tigress. Now in China, this animal is apparently the symbol of a strong wife who controls her husband. But at a launch for the film in Cannes, the actress said it's not a trait she shares with her character.
I think I have a very even partner right now, and I think we're very balanced at home with our power sharing. But I think every woman in some way is a tigress, or we'd like to be.
Of course we would, if it meant having moves like that. The story sees the group fighting against an evil adversary.
That is impossible. He is in prison.
And it doesn't happen very often with cartoons, but prepare to be moved. Lucy Liu was.
I was really blown away. I cried. Yes, I'm a sap.
Miss Jolie was pretty choked up too, and even saw it with her children.
It is a real pleasure as a mom to be able to bring your kids to a film that you also really feel is a good film, and it comes back to the classic.
It doesn't, as one critic seemed to think, promote being fat, but it is destined to throw its weight around the box office when it opens here on July 4th. After all, it did kick Sex and the City into touch in the US.
Will Smith is no stranger to blockbuster movies, but Hancock really is every little boy's dream, as his co-star Charlize Theron explains.
That's the new superhero of today. There you go, ladies and gentlemen.
He gets to play a fair enough dysfunctional, but still superhero in Hancock.
Get up the track!
And it seems as soon as Will saw the script, he knew it ticked all the boxes.
I work with the KISS theory. KISS, keep it simple, stupid. And that idea always starts with, it's Friday night, you're in a movie theater, would you want to see this idea? An alcoholic superhero. And just from that instant, like you're like, okay, I'm interested.
And we certainly get to see a lot of Will. Yes, that's his bottom. And that particular scene brought out the green-eyed monster on set.
You know, sometimes men can be intimidated. You know, when there's a high quality African American ass on set. You know, because from that deep. The African roots give a sort of...
Okay, let's just stop you right there, Will, because it seems that Charlize has something to say about this subject as well.
He's dropping trow in every movie now, have you noticed? He just can't keep his pants on.
What I'm thinking is it that you're suddenly hitting, is this his 40 years having a bit of a wobble? He doesn't need to buy a sports car, he's just going to show
got a good
his bottom.
ass, and if I had that ass, I would show it as well.
Is he
I actually tried to show my ass, and they said, no, we want Will's ass. We don't want your ass.
So now we've got that covered, well, sort of. Let's move on to the actual plot. Jason Bateman plays the husband of Charlize Theron, who also happens to be a PR guy with a mission to make Hancock look as good in the public eye as he should. But come on, Jason, surely you were a little bit jealous of not being the superhero.
No jealousy at all when you're driving away from the set while Will is spending 2 hours getting out of his flying harness, okay? You have to think a little bit, I don't want the millions of dollars and, get your face on the poster. He can have all that. I like to drive home and go home to a crying baby and a nagging wife.
At the end of the day, though, we may have seen superheroes before, but this really is something new. So if the film flies into the box office with force, would the cast take two on Hancock?
Don't tell anybody this, I would do it for free. I mean, really, it was just a dream job. It's really, my job already is great, and then to go and do it with people You know, like Will and Jason and Pete, and if I can go and do it with this team, I would do it in a heartbeat because it was just a joy, just an absolute joy.
The master of scream and horror back on the big screen. Stephen King's adapted movie The Mist delves into the unknown.
Oh my God! Something in the mist! Shut the doors! Shut the doors!
Written and directed by Frank Darabont, the casts include Thomas Jane, Marcia Gay Harden and Laurie Holden. Now the story follows a violent thunderstorm in a small town community which comes under vicious attack from creatures prowling in a thick and unnatural mist. Local rumours point to an experiment in the local area at a military base, but questions as to the origins of the deadly vapour are secondary to the group's problems. First, they've got to fight each other, and then for survival.
We're going out.
Tie this around your waist.
Or 4.
It'll let us know you got at least 300 feet.
There's nothing out there. Nothing in the mist.
What if you're wrong?
Now, if you're a fan of horror movies, then this is the one for you. Perhaps slightly unbelievable in parts, we still think it's quite a winner. Perhaps not one for your first date.
It is time to take sides. The saved and the damned. Read the